Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Lies of P. In the last one, we were exploring the, see if I can remember his name, Saint Frangelico Cathedral, but we were just in the chapel area, so now we are moving on to, I believe it's called the library area. At the end of the last one, we kind of cleared up the chapel, found a secret thing that took us back to Elysian Boulevard, that gave us a quartz. Um, it gave us something else, but I think it was just a lore item. I don't remember exactly. We also upgraded our weapon at the end of the last one. So we should be doing pretty good. I would expect to be finding a boss here pretty soon. Obviously, when we entered the chapel area, we saw that weird monster thing that someone said, quote unquote, lives in the basement. Um, we saw that thing and it ran away, so I would expect that to be the next boss. It seemed like it was probably related to acid stuff, which has been a lot of this area so far. What else am I thinking? There was one more thing, but I forgot now. Oh well. We'll probably remember when it comes up. So we haven't explored this area at all yet. We walked in here because there was an item, but I don't think there's anything else in here. So now we have 4 bars for Fabled Arts. I also remember when we walked in here the first time, there was someone talking. It sounded like they were somewhere over here. Ah.
I'm surprised to see who's, well, alive. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Cecile, and I serve the Archbishop. I'm the only one left. Everyone's dead. From the petrification disease, or from the monsters. I didn't die. But my heart breaks more each day. Can you do me a kindness? Bring me the holy mark from the Archbishop's quarters. The Archbishop was a true saint. He was my savior. If I write his words into my heart, maybe it'll give me the strength to carry on. I can't die. But perhaps this can help me live again. Please, bring me the holy mark as quickly as you can.
Why does that sound like a really ominous statement? Like she's gonna write his words on her heart? It sounds like she's just gonna kill herself, but...
I can't die.
Okay. Well, I don't know where his quarters are. Probably not anywhere near here. Because otherwise she would have just gotten it herself. Still looking for illusory walls, even though I don't know if that's even a thing in this game. What do we got going on here? We got creepy water. We got a path over here. That's got some monsters. Well, let's start with the creepy water then. Oh, it's decay water. Of course it is. Mostly I just want to know if that gate opens. Does not. Of course it doesn't. Okay. Well, and obviously there's ways to get up there, because I think we saw an item, right? Yeah, right there. Well, we'll just have to continue through this way. And then we'll probably get up there in a little bit. Oh! I didn't realize I stepped on a trap. What did I step on? That right there? Yes, okay, that came back up. I see, I see. No one guarding this. Oh, there is. How do I do this? I think we just go. Oh, jeez! That stuff that fell down I thought was an enemy. I think it was just acid falling from this weird plant thing. How do I get to you? That floor could break. There is a down below, huh? Did not break. Great news. That person didn't turn around. Okay, is there any really good places to drop down? I would say no, so I'm going to continue up here for now. We'll see where this takes us. Are these enemies? Weird piles of snakes are not enemies? Okay. That thing we can lock on to. Oh, jeez. Yeah, these enemies actually kind of scare me, so... Like, they make loud noises, and I don't like it. Okay, there's nothing here. Guess we'll just continue. Seems like this path might end pretty soon, but we'll see. I also wanted to check out that door, but not while that enemy was up here. So there's a boss over there because we can see the summoning thing. Why can't the... Or if this is why the cathedral was built and remembered. Pilgrim to worship the merciful angel. Okay, there's an upgrade item, but we need a lot of those. Oh, there's multiple of you. I haven't hit a perfect block in a while. That one I think was accurate, but I obviously didn't get hit. Mostly these enemies, because they scare me, I'm just afraid to, like, do anything except for the simplest thing, which is just sit there and hold block. Ooh, but we're not actually close to that boss at all, because I doubt we could walk over that. Okay, well. Brings up the question, do I drop down below right now? I think I go back and I investigate that door. Okay, that's not gonna work. Part of me wants to drop, but it's a far fall. I don't think that'll kill me. I feel like that's gotta end up there, right? There's a chest down there too. I just don't see any other way that we're getting down there besides dropping, so I think I'm gonna do it. Ooh. The butterfly. I'm gonna try and find the butterfly quickly. Purple. Advanced crank. Okay, so purple ones seem to give cranks. I did step on a trap right there. There's a trap there. There's a trap right in front of this chest. Legion caliber. I think that upgrades the Legion arms. Reminds me, I still haven't really used this Fire Legion arm at all. I feel like it must be pretty good. Usually in games, fire is good against, like, acid things or pestilence, stuff like that. This place is cursed. If the abyss of it is the abyss of hell. You cannot leave. The only thing waiting for you is despair. That sounds delightful. So I'm going to take a guess real quick and say that this might be the Archbishop's chambers up here. Seems fairly logical to me. Are there any enemies here? Let's open this up first before I do something stupid. Okay, so now we can get here easily, but it doesn't seem like there's gonna be a whole lot here. They call it the arm of God, you arrogant ones. Oh, why is everything so fast? You have called the wrath of God upon yourselves. You're telling me this was all for a message? And the message just seems like lore. It doesn't seem like it's helpful to me. We got one more of these things. That one doesn't pop and it can't be locked onto. Interesting. Alright, well now we're gonna have to enter the area where we will be... I don't know what the debuff is. Maybe it'll tell us in this screen. I mean, it's just called acid. Is there like a give me more information button? Not really, no. I don't know what the debuffs there in the middle. There's shock, there's break, which I thought was just when you took too many hits or like got hit too hard while blocking. But disruption doesn't really sound right, so it must just be acid. I don't know. Okay, so this is really the only way to go. We gotta walk through this acid pool. Delightful. I don't suppose this works. Nope. Not work. At least in this game, it's not like Dark Souls 2, where if you roll in a pool of stuff, then... Where do I go? Oh! In Dark Souls 2, if you roll in a pool of stuff, it will continue to accumulate on you because you're already covered in it. Someone else died somewhere. I did not kill them, and they died like far away. Well, seems like a good time to use this. Oh, it also breaks your weapon. I see. We should be more careful of that then. Okay. He just does not stop attacking, huh? Wow. That was like a 50-hit chain. Like, when does he stop? I kept trying to do the heavy to get the break. That's slightly frustrating. Well, how quickly can I get back there? Do I need the box? I probably should, but I'm not gonna go back and get it. Oh, right. I'm just gonna restart, honestly. I forgot about that. I would rather have more health for me trying to run through all these enemies here, so... Be a little bit more careful, huh? Oh! You actually got me. Huh? You follow me here? Well, that was unfortunate. Hello? You just attacked? Alright, let's try not to get the acidic thing on us this time. Oh, he saw me. Wow, that actually hit me. We're doing this again. Ow. This guy's way more annoying than the guy on the bridge was. Wow, I can't believe he got me out of that. Acid canister, hidden moonstone. Okay. That guy was very annoying. That thing looked like it might break. I didn't think it would, like, do anything useful. I just thought it might fall over and start rolling. You can't climb this tree, right? Okay. I was like, it doesn't look climbable, but at the same time, like, in real life, I might be able to climb that. Oh, there's a staircase. Oh, jeez. I suppose this is the Archbishop's room. What is the point of... Oh, I could go this way. Question quickly answered. Seems like you can get up there as well, maybe. And then when you want to leave, you could land up there and run that way. Okay. There's a guy in there. Archbishop's diary. Cecile's unwell again. Today, the Adams brothers found her standing like one of the dead at the edge of a cliff and brought her back. If it's mild sleepwalking, it's fine, but I'm worried it's her old blood compulsiveness again. I know about her strong beliefs better than anyone else, so it's really too bad. God will be glad with the atoned. Perhaps I should ask her for atonement for visiting the Isle of Alchemists. I have their relic in my hand thanks to Cecile. I won't let those bastards ruin Krat anymore. This will purify the city. Maybe it's a mistake to accept those guys from the beginning. This disaster was divine judgment. They should have been turned away all those 30 years ago, but this will be the end. I feel like something that happened 30 years ago might not be the thing that's causing the current problem, but I could be wrong. Krat is a city blessed by God, and I, Andreas, will come to its rescue. Why me? Well, that's quite the ending to that. What's in here? Archbishop's Holy Mark. That's what she wanted, right? I don't think I can equip it anywhere. It is the Archbishop's item that Cecile wanted to see in her last moments. The Archbishop was such a man of character that they called him the Saint of Krat. They say his moral influence even made murderers repent before God. Still don't know what we're supposed to do with this apple, but we have it. Strengthening frame. So this weighs more, gives us more physical damage reduction. Well, we have plenty of capacity, so I'm not too concerned by that. Lots of creepy noises. Okay, well, let's go to this side over here. Okay, so we're right here. Let me see. Over there should get us to the boss, huh? Ooh, we can burn this. That would be useful. I like how that rope down there is just fine. We just burned all the acid away, but the rope is untouched. I want a shortcut. Shortcut is what I desire. I think that is a shortcut. Great news. Okay, so there's gonna be a boss down there. We got a few more things to explore before we go fight any bosses, though. Table catalyst, that's all that's here? So I guess maybe we can't get up there? Okay, so there's one more area though, right? I mean, maybe it was nothing? Like, how do I get there? Ah. Here. Then what's over here? An elevator. Let's see where it goes. We're still on the lookout for a Trinity key. Realize these elevators can open on either side, and I just don't want to get attacked.
Damn it!
Oh,
I can't
Jesus.
find a way out. Monsters everywhere. I need to grab my share and leave.
Where did this take me?
Oh, that's odd. I thought I was the only one with a sound mind here. Sure I don't need to introduce myself? Note these golden wings? Yes, you guessed it. You don't know who I am?
Nope.
Preposterous! Everyone in Krat has heard of me. Do you live under a rock?
Yes.
I'm Alidoro the Hound. Treasure hunter extraordinaire. Yes, it's a nickname. I ditched my real name in the past. I'm looking for other survivors of this disaster, but it's been a lonely search, and there's danger around every corner. Do you know of a place where I can take refuge? Preferably someplace clean and comfortable, you know, civilized.
I'm gonna tell them about the hotel.
Hotel Krat. Of course. A haven for all. And it's still safe and sound, you say? I have a lot of searching ahead of me, so why don't I lighten my load? Consider this an act of charity. A thank you gift. Take it.
Okay, so obviously I didn't remember till just now that someone told me to be careful who I send to Hotel Krat. But like Vanini works. He might have just fought me if I told him Vanini works. Even though there's no more robots being produced there, I don't think it counts as safe quite yet. Hopefully, he doesn't seem like a stalker, but he dresses like a stalker. But I think he's a good guy. Plus, he has a really cool weapon. I would love to get his weapon. I feel like you could get that. It seems like something that he might give you, so... The golden weapon. I know that he has 3 weapons, but the golden sword thing, that one looks cool. I like that one.
Since you're so helpful, I'll give you a peek at my collection. Show me what you're worthy of.
Ooh. Rare Ergo. Kill strong enemies to gain Rare Ergo. Alidoro is a treasure hunter who collects this rare ergo. You can exchange it for Alidoro's precious weapons or amulets. Okay, so this is like boss souls and stuff. Broken Heroes, King's Flame. So I can either turn them into an amulet, or I could turn them into a weapon. Let's see what the amulet. Innate dodging even with low stamina. What does that mean? Weapon attack in proportion to the number of Fable slots. That seems really good. And I don't think I was gonna try and get this umbrella thing anyways. That seems like a really good item. Upon a successful perfect guard, temporarily increases damage inflicted by the weapon. That also seems very good. Both of these amulets seem really good compared to what I currently have. And then, like, this seems like a special weapon. See, it looks kind of cool. Holy Sword of the Ark sounds kind of cool, too. So we got a dagger and 2 great swords. And I don't have to spend anything either. This thing does more damage than this thing. I just don't know how slow, like, what the movesets either of these things are gonna be, right? But, like, this seems pretty good. Like, this is always gonna be useful, no matter what I'm using. Especially in boss fights, where it's gonna be the most relevant. And this also seems like it's always gonna be good. And this is gonna be good in all situations. Boss fights or while I'm running around in the world. Assuming that it means... While the more I charge I have, if it means the less charge I have, that's a little bit more awkward because then it wants me to use it. Oh, these things are also heavy as crap. Uh-oh. We might need some more capacity if we're going to use this stuff. Useful for movement that can be imprinted on the... Doesn't say. I assume usually things like this are if you have more charge, it's better. So I'm going to buy these 3 things. I just don't see this being that good. I guess my guess of what this means is if you don't have enough stamina to dodge, it will still allow you to dodge and use the rest of your stamina. Which is fine. And I think it's come up a few times for me. But I think it's better to just play around not doing that. I mean, the Holy Sword sounds really cool. The problem is that, like, I don't have an idea of how these things work based on looking at them. Obviously, both of these are slash weapons. This thing has something called Patient Smash, which makes me think that it's gonna be very slow. Okay, I'm going to buy this, buy this, buy this. These are still in the store. I kind of thought they would disappear. Maybe there's a way to get them? It could just be New Game Plus, but...
As a descendant of aristocrats, the very best families, I have a duty to the common people. I live my life fulfilling that duty. And part of that duty is ensuring these items are returned to their rightful owners. What I'm showing you is just a portion of the collection. If you come to the refuge, we'll be able to continue our confabulation. Until then, remember this hound when golden wings shine.
Yeah, I don't
Since you're
foresee...
so helpful,
I don't foresee this guy killing everyone in Hotel Krat. He seems like a cool guy. So, okay, yeah, these amulets weigh almost nothing. And I know that we are currently working towards a thing that will give us another amulet slot. Yeah, that is gonna be a problem. So hold up. How can I see... There we go, character info. Switch display. So if I go here... Oh, I have to pull it up here as well. Does not tell me how much it does. So either that means I'm getting 0, or because I'm at full charge, or it doesn't show, which is a problem. Also, we can't really afford to be heavy, I don't think. This weapon doesn't seem like it can be disassembled. That was another thing I was curious about. So I think that means we've explored just about everything. Besides the little walkway up to the boss. So I think I'm going to explore that right now. And I sing praise for a new saint has arrived. I, Andreas, will consecrate this land. Okay, so that's got to be a boss. Well, let's go work on our build because I don't think I want to be slightly heavy for this boss fight. But I also want to run some tests. First things first, we're going to go give Saline this item.
Oh, thank you. Just seeing the Archbishop's holy mark renews my spirit. It's a reminder of the quiet power of faith. I'll remember this forever, Stalker.
She gave us just a...
It's a reminder of the quiet...
Okay, so we'll go through standard questing procedure for these kinds of games. Reload the area, like rest, stuff like that. We'll try and go find Alidoro.
It's a reminder of...
Okay, so she hasn't done anything. We might need to teleport. Before I teleport to the hotel, I would like to go to the chapel so I can get my cube back.
Gold coin trees are said to blossom.
I don't think I have anything else yet. Okay, so now I want to do some quick damage tests. with and without this thing. Well, this probably wasn't the greatest way to go to find an enemy quickly. But we know that there's an enemy here, so we never did find that Trinity key. Yo, get up, dude. Okay, 249, huh? Come at it. $57 on the... Okay, so that is a thing in this game. I believe that proves... When enemies hit your shield in Dark Souls, it makes them, like, recoil a little bit. And if you hit them while they're recoiling, they take increased damage. That does appear to be a thing in this game as well. Let's take that off real quick. I also realized that these guys aren't puppets, so that one amulet that I've been using is not actually useful here. Ooh, that's a big damage difference. We hit him for 211? But it was two different enemy types. Okay, it's definitely a big damage difference, though. Okay, so this thing's essentially giving me, like, 40 damage. Which is kind of crazy. Assuming that this next boss is not a puppet, we would almost be better off not even using the amulet, or are the amulets, emblems, whatever, that gives us extra puppet damage. Like, if I take this off... Oh, it doesn't get me there. And that other weapon is heavier, too. This weapon... Oh, yeah, it is the sword that he had. It's kind of a weird moveset. I don't know if I like that. Really good dashing move, though. Okay, rolling move. That's an interesting move, alright. That's actually pretty good. These heavies are pretty good. Let's see what a charged heavy looks like. Ooh. I don't want to use the Fable Bar right now. Is there any way I can kind of get a good idea of how it actually works? 7 explosions. A downward blow. When you cut downward, multiple explosions will deal damage. Okay, so that's the move. Time the enemy's attack correctly to deflect it and trigger a powerful attack. Okay, so that's like an active parry. Interesting. This weapon's kind of cool. What are we looking at damage comparison wise? Our current weapon does substantially more damage right now. Now, it does have a lot more upgrades. Also, the 7-coil spring sword is going to do a lot better the more motivity we have. But I mean, we could put a motivity crank on this thing and then it would probably be similar. By the way, what do our specials on this thing do? Rush forward, slash a whole bunch. Allows you to temporarily withstand the enemy's attack. What does that mean? Okay. So. We're going to go to the library real quick. I think we're probably going to save the boss for the next one. I think we're going to finish out this one looking at upgrades, trying to see if we made any progress with this lady's quest, see where Alidoro went.
It's a reminder of the quiet.
Okay, she has not changed anything. So, let's go to the hotel. Oh, that was another question that I had that I should have answered real quick there. Can the seven coil spring sword be imbued with fire or an element at all? If it cannot, then it's going to be significantly harder for us to use. Can. What kind of damage are we looking at? It seems like good damage, right? Oh my. Okay, very similar attack. Okay, now without fire, 244. $286. With some upgrades, I think that thing hits harder. But it just doesn't have the upgrades right now. I think if they were at equal playing fields, we'd be looking at a different story.
I know my way around.
Upgrading this weapon, though. We do not have a lot of that material. How much stronger does it make it? It goes up by 28? Is that right? I mean, special weapons could have a different upgrade path. Like in Dark Souls 1, special weapons only went up to +5, but every other weapon went up to +15. So it could just scale harder with every single upgrade that you get.
Welcome to...
And we could get 2 of these. It says get special weapons up to +3, which leads me to believe that +3 for these is equal to +3 for these, but it seems like it scales harder. Now, obviously, we don't have infinite of those. That is one of the coolest weapons I feel like we've seen so far. Whereas right now, I'm literally using a fire axe handle with a really big blade on it, which is just kind of funny. Huh. I don't have enough ergo to buy both of those things and do a second upgrade, assuming that it costs 2. That's interesting that she has the fire axe there. But yeah, assuming that it costs 2 to get to +2, I don't have the ergo for it. But we could go out, like, murdering some things. We should go look for what's-his-face. We didn't see
At the
him.
house of an...
Alendoro. Also, how many of these do we have? No, not switch. Modify. Got 2. We really got to figure out what arm we like, I think, before I do any of this. Although the electric arm does seem kind of cool. Does this mean it lasts longer? Increases the enemy detection time. Increases the number. Oh, so you can put more than one mine down. That's interesting. Increases the detection range and explosion range. Okay. So if we're looking at this thing, change the direction the pool is sprayed. Press the Fable button. Because they use Fable Bar? Can't really tell. Charge to increase the range of the attack. Triggers an acid explosion when the pool's duration ends. That's interesting. Aegis. Okay, so if you block with it, you deal damage to the enemy. You can attack while blocking. That seems probably broken, right? Spears are actually... They're not used very often in Dark Souls games, but the advantage of spears is that you can block while attacking. Now, obviously, doing that is very bad for your stamina, which I think is the disadvantage. When the Fable slot remains, you can parry by pressing the Fable button. While performing a guard counter, charge for a more powerful attack. That's interesting as well. Increases the explosion range. Quick one-time shot is available after firing. How does that work? So you could just do it again? Okay. Can be used while dodging. That's interesting. I don't know what to go for. I think we're just gonna try the fire one for now. Let's find this dude. Where the heck is he? So we don't quite have enough for an
I'll
upgrade.
use my power.
One point in capacity might be enough. Actually, it would be enough for us to use just this. What are they called? Amulet, okay. We're gonna need a lot more capacity, I think. Because I didn't realize that these amulets were just randomly gonna weigh 5 times as much as the other amulets.
People have no idea, so thanks for keeping.
Okay, I still don't see this guy anywhere. And no one's talking about him. So I can't tell if he's actually made it here. Maybe I need to kill the boss before he gets here? Let's go upstairs. Check, like, the corners. He could be hiding somewhere. Oh, right. I forgot about this. Rosa. Okay, so that gets you into Rosa Isabel Street? Well, at least you need the entrance key for it. I assume that means that's the entrance, which is kind of interesting because as far as we know, that's going to be the final important area. Oh, the cat's in here. Nope, still can't pet the cat. Cat is not a fan of us.
The city asked me, and
Okay, he's got nothing to say about this new guy. We have anything? No, we have 0 quartz. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of, what was the thing that decreased our, or like increased our capacity? This one. Okay, so equipping these two decreases our capacity enough. What about this? Ooh, I can wield this now too. But obviously I need that extra slot before I can actually use both of the new amulets that I got. Both of them seem really good together, even. Because, I mean, there's just going to be times in boss fights where you get a perfect guard. And then you just have increased damage after that. Usually after your perfect guarding is about the time that you're going to stagger a boss as well. So extra damage on the staggering hit sounds pretty good. So I'm not seeing him anywhere.
welcome to Hote.
I'm trying to decide what we do with our ergo here. I could either pop a few dim ergo or like a normal one, get me enough to do 1 level up. Or I could try upgrading that weapon. I'd have to pop a few. So currently, what's the damage difference? 52 damage. If I had 2 upgrades on this and it gets better by 28 every single time, this thing's gonna be stronger. Might just be the play.
I know my way around.
Let's do 1 upgrade, because then it'll give us a hint as to how much the next upgrade is gonna do. Or should I? Because I'm probably I'm trying to think, because we're literally about to fight a boss, which should give us another one, right? Another new boss weapon or potential boss weapon. This is where it gets tough because the unknown is always better to me than the known. I do want to do one more thing before we stop here. I'm gonna go back to where Alidoro was. And see if he's still there. I think after this next boss, I will see what the boss weapon is and what the amulet is. And if it's not something that I want to use, then I will go in on this 7-coil spring sword. I'll go check on her just one more time, even though I doubt anything will have happened. It seems like maybe her quest will progress, because like I said, it says like cloudy evening. If we can get to like the next day or something, or isn't in Bloodborne, that's the game I'm thinking of, the entire game takes place in one single night, right? But the night kind of like advances as you go. So this game could be similar, where it just kind of takes place all on one day. What am I trying to do here? Upstairs. Where was he? It was this way. Is that big guy back? No, I don't think so. Also might just kill all these guys on the way back to try and get enough ergo to do that level up. And I'm thinking a capacity level up is going to be necessary, because if we do get that extra amulet slot, that's going to be a lot of weight. So even with this amulet that reduces our weight, we're probably going to want a capacity upgrade. Ooh, he is gone. Oh, no, he's not. He just looked like one of the pillars.
Since you're so helpful, I'll...
Okay, so I'm thinking he's not going to move until we could beat this next boss. But yeah, if we do want to equip 3 like good amulets without the one that gives us extra weight reduction, that's when we're going to get into where you need higher capacity. Especially if we want to use any sort of heavy weapon. Which seems to be what I'm doing in this game, which is odd. Usually I don't do heavy weapons that much. I did a little bit in Elden Ring. I had multiple builds going on in Elden Ring. One of them was double great swords. Do I go up there and beat that guy up real quick? Where is he? Didn't really go exactly how I planned it, but okay, I suppose. Okay, is that enough ergo? Close. I might just kill one more enemy because I know it's very close. I ended up killing 2 more enemies, but anyways, back to the hotel, do the upgrade, and then next time we will just be starting with the boss. Should be fun. I expect it to be that monster in the basement. I expect it to do acid stuff. And I expect it to be somewhat difficult. Yeah, until this guy proves to me, because we have infinite of the hidden moonstones,
I'll
right?
use
But we
my
don't
power
have
to help.
infinite of the new moonstone thing. Okay, so we're going a little bit more capacity. But yeah, it does seem like we're gonna end up going a motivity build. I would be curious still to know if activating the grindstone buff, if that scales off of advance or not. But I doubt I'm gonna be able to figure out too easily. It's kind of something that you have to like test, then level up, and then test again, and I don't really want to throw random points into advance right now. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We finished up the library area of the St. Frangelico Cathedral. And then we seem to be at the boss, which should move us on to the next area. That might be the area with the stalkers, so that could be interesting. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.